The time is 7 minutes past 11 on Sunday, the 25th of January, 2026, log 10. Right, so today was more productive than yesterday. I did some schoolwork, not all. Still, I didn't do much for most of the day. Spent a lot of time on, doing, productive YouTube, where I'll, go on and I'll sit and I'll, watch something that's informative, for, an hour or 2 hours. I still did that today. Yeah. Oh, and I played, we'll get the bad stuff out of the way and then we'll get on to the good stuff. And then I played, a game that it's, what's it called? D-Blob, which is on, the Wii. And I played that when I was really young. I don't know, I'm kind of having, a nostalgia trip this week, what with the Lion King, and, I watched Toy Story as well, and, playing games when I was small. I don't know. I feel like I'm not old enough to be having nostalgia, but there you go. This is on, right? Yeah, it's on. Okay, now the good stuff. Help! I'm having an existential crisis. I know that you're in the future and you can't help me, but I keep cycling around to this feeling of I don't know what I want to do with my life, and it's scary and intimidating, and I don't know I know that I want to be really successful, but I can't pick in what. I don't know if I want to be really successful in business. I don't know if I want to be a really successful director. I don't know if I want to be a really successful storyteller. I don't know if I want to work really hard, make a lot of money, or if I want to live carefree and do whatever the hell I want. I don't know. Every time I think that I know, I have something that just makes me go oh no, but this life would be so much better. And I'm getting to a point where I have to choose what to do. And I don't know how to choose. But I have this really, really cool idea for a Netflix style series that I want to film. Wouldn't be going on Netflix, it's just a Netflix style, probably the best way to describe it. I was looking a lot at old movies today, storytelling, writing, character development, all this stuff, how to write a compelling story, how to the internet's a wonderful place, if you know how to use it correctly. You can learn pretty much anything. And but then I also see some really inspirational stories of people that made it big in business and stuck to their dream and did whatever. And I'm trying to work out what my dream is at the same time as being good at living my dream, if that makes sense. I don't know the dream that I'm supposed to be living, and so I'm trying to live them all simultaneously. And I feel I'm having a competition with myself of okay, how much can I layer on? I'm sorry, I put a thing on my finger. I'm how much can I layer on? How much can I push myself? I want to read 50 books this year. I want to learn to play guitar. I want to start a business. I want to make a short film. I want to do a podcast. I want to do a log. I want to make weekly YouTube videos. I want to get fit at the gym. I want to what was the other thing? Edit the photos from our trip away 2 years ago. In the space of about a week, I want to be doing all of that, which is, oh my god, so unbelievably stupid. And I just feel I'm trying to push, layer more stuff on top. And I don't know what to do about that. It's I'm having a competition with myself to be I know the fastest way for me to progress in any of the things is pick one and go down. Oh yeah, what if I was what if I became a really good musician? Wouldn't that be fun? I'm having this I don't know what to do, and since I don't have a god or religion or any sort of skyhook to help me be like, oh no, but it's okay, life is meaning, it'll all work out in the end. It doesn't, and that's scary. And my take on the life has no meaning is, well, just try and make, if life has no meaning, then try and live the most meaningful life that you can. So do I want to do, like, I want to become a pilot as well. That's another one of my goals. Not this year, obviously, that's a little further in the future. I want to, like, direct a film. I want to make a film. It's so, like, crushing is probably the best way to describe it. I don't have, word your words carefully here. I feel like my mind is like this crushing weight where I want to be good at everything while simultaneously knowing that I can't be good at everything. And that sounds really, like, depressive. Depressive, is that even a word? That makes me sound like I'm depressed and anxious and whatever. And am I running out of storage space? I think I'm running out of storage space. I'm gonna have to stop this. Oh crap. That sounds really, like, depressive. Depressive is that even a word? That makes me sound like I'm depressed and anxious and whatever. Am I running out of storage space? I think I'm running out of storage space. I'm gonna have to stop this. Okay, you're still running technically. The audio's still running. I'm sorry, I just had like a mini panic, so you're just gonna have a black screen for a minute. But I'll talk about while I change the SD card. What it is, like, I don't feel depressed or overwhelmed. Well, I guess I maybe at times feel a little bit overwhelmed, but I have this I just have very high expectations of myself, I think. And that at times, like, because I'm, for the most part, quite competent in whatever I set my mind to. And so, with that curse of competence, as I heard it described, severely expands my options as opposed to limiting them. Which, champagne problems, that sounds great. Oh, how terrible of you, or how awful for you. You are so competent that you can learn to do pretty much anything. The world's your oyster, etc., etc. But that comes with its own set of difficulties. I'm gonna be able to turn the camera back on now. And preparing image Dabius file. Please hang on 2 seconds. And we have visual again. Hello, you get a close up of my face. Sorry to put you back in the tripod. So anyway, as I was saying, at first, being competent at everything sounds being able to be competent at everything sounds great in theory. It's like, wow, well, you have so many options open to you. That comes with the side effect of also it's overwhelming how many options you have, because she's like, well, imagine if I was only good at, like, one thing. I was only competent at playing darts. Imagine I was, like, a really good darts player. That was the only thing I was good at. Well, my career path's kind of chosen for me. But when I have all of these different interests, like music and art and film and like running a business and philosophy and podcasting and all of these different, and photography and all these like different things. It's my problem now is I have to make a choice between them, and I don't know if I have enough information to make the choice. What if I look back in like 20 years and I'm like, damn, if only I just gone all in on my passion? Because here's my problem. I want to make money so I can afford to make movies and whatnot, and also live like a really nice, like cool life and do a bunch of fun things. But if my eventual goal is I want to be able to make a movie, right? Why don't I just skip the I'm going to make a business part, go straight to the I'm going to make a movie, and skip the middleman? It's like that. That's a saying. You sacrifice the thing you want for the thing that's supposed to get it. Chris Williamson. Is like you sacrifice happiness in order to get money, so that when you eventually have enough money, you can finally be sufficiently happy. It kind of feels like that. Like I'm sacrificing one of my passions to hopefully make enough money so that I can have enough time and money to enjoy my passion. And that seems as well kind of naive, because it's like, well, of course you need money. And I'm like, well, I don't want to work. I find most work deeply soul destroying and boring and not worthwhile. For example, I have got to the point that I really hoped I wouldn't get to with my course that I'm doing at Tech. One of my problems at the end of the year, when I was getting close to doing my GCSEs, I was sitting there and I was looking at my notes and going, this is pointless. There is no rhyme or reason for me to be learning about databases and outdated computer technology. This is not going to help. There is no reason for me being able to write a persuasive essay on Martin Luther King Jr. Like, that doesn't help me in any way. And I fear that I'm getting to a point with this course as well, where I'm like, okay, yes, you're a film course, yes, we have to practice, but is sitting for a week and researching really going to make us better? And it's not even, I'm aware that the course is not film, it's creative media, and it's supposed to be making content for other people, for like client work or whatever, like promotional, whatever. And that's boring, and I don't like it. Ironically, that's probably what I'm going to have to do for a business. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, hey, me in the future, sitting watching this, is probably going like, yeah, of course, well, I made the right choice. I know that now. Like, and also, I feel like my fear of making the wrong choices, like, oh, I'll look back in 20 years and go, oh, that was such a terrible choice. And if I make the right choice, I won't even look back at all and be like, oh, well, those are my choices, and I'm so glad I picked this one. And those are my problems on the existential crises that I'm having today. Yeah. I don't know what I want. And I have the ability to, with enough time and effort and practice, have whatever I want. I feel like this is true for everybody. But since I'm not anyone else and I'm me, I'm obviously speaking from my own experience. I feel like when you have the ability to be anything, that becomes an incredibly difficult question to answer, is who do you want to be? And I thought I knew for a long time, and I get brief moments when I'm like, yeah, of course I want to do business. Of course I want to be this guy. Of course I want to be like him. Of course I want to be like the next James Cameron or Alex Ramosi, or like I do, or Chris Williamson. I'm Williamson. I called him Williamson twice now. Like, of course, I'm going to be the next whatever. And I could be any of them. But just not all of them. So I have like very tough decisions to make. I have to like, okay, what are my priorities? What do I want to do? Do I want to film? Do I want to be like I don't know. And my life is demanding an answer from me that I don't know. My life is handing me a question that I have to answer that I don't have an answer for. And time is running out. Because I'm going to have to make a decision pretty soon. I start filming tomorrow again. But yeah, I am actually going to sit tonight and do a script for the series that I want to do, because I'm like, well, there's no point in me deciding that I don't want to do something if I've not properly tried it first. So I'm going to try. I can do the business thing, and I can do probably music is a side thing. I don't think I'm really going to go on all in on music, same as art. I feel like when I'm old, art's going to be a hobby that I pick up, because I did enjoy art for a time, and that was a season that I had, and I was like, okay. And I don't know whether these things are seasons or whether they are what I actually want to do. And this is dragging on, but I honestly do not care, because this is my log and I will do what I like. But yeah, school's getting to that point again where it's like, well, I don't really see the point in doing it. And my problem is that if I don't see the point in doing something, a lot of the time I tend to just not. I tend to just stop. I don't want to be in another situation like my GCSEs. Bearing in mind, I did do very well, but that it was such a painful process of sitting and forcing myself to revise. I don't have to go through that again. Literally every single exam, I procrastinated up until the day before or half the day before. In the case of my technology exam, I fully didn't revise the day before. I revised from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock the night before, got up at 6, revised from 6 until 10 in the morning, and did my exam at 11:30. And I aced it and I got an A, which is this self-fulfilling prophecy where it's well, I can leave things to the last second because I'm so special and I'm so much better than everyone else and I'm so smart and I don't need to revise, and it's this awful loop of it being I know I can do it if I leave it to the last second. But I really shouldn't, because that's an immense amount of stress. And also I could do it and be done and be chilling way before that. But yeah, I'm going to sit now. I'm going to script. I don't know how I'm going to script for. I'm going to script until I get tired. When I get tired, I'm going to go to bed. And then I'm going to get up at 8 o'clock. And I'm going to get up and I'm going to finish the schoolwork that I have to do before I go to school tomorrow that I was supposed to do this week. I don't know. It feels like my priorities are messed up compared to everybody else. Everybody else's priorities are school, work, personal thing they want to achieve on the side. Mine's completely flipped. It's personal project I want to do on the side is going to be my life. I place higher priority over that. Then it's work, and then it's school. And school feels like an afterthought at the minute. My heart's not in it. My heart's not in it. We're doing something cool this term as well. But I'm sitting here and I'm going this doesn't help me. This is not what I want to do with my life. I don't want to. And it's well, grow up, Jude. This is the world. You have to work. You have to go to school. Catch yourself on. This is the phrase I hear all the time. Catch yourself on. Yeah, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to live like everybody else. I don't. And I just don't know what I want. And I just know what I don't want. And I don't want to sit on a life of mediocrity. Whatever I do, I don't know I'm going to be exceptional at it. But I'm going to work as hard as I physically can for as long as I physically can to make me as good at the thing as I possibly can. So I don't know if I'm going to be exceptional. But I do know that I'm not going to stop trying. School feel like this is the problem. Everyone's like, oh, Jude, this side little thing, this side, like, you starting a business, that's great. This YouTube thing, this feels like a distraction. This business thing, yeah, it feels like a distraction. Go to school, get your little piece of paper that says that you can film something that you can already know how to film. It just officially says that. And then go and get a job. Maybe go to uni and maybe spend another 4 or 5 years in education, and then maybe go and get a job. And then maybe once you get a job, maybe then you can start thinking about doing your own thing. I don't. There's also this arrogance in me that wants so badly to do things exceptionally at such a young age. Like, I feel if I don't start a business before I'm 16, I have failed in some messed up way, the way my brain is. It's like, well, you have to be able to say that I started my first business when I was 16 and I had big goals from a young age, and I did, and because, 15, that was young and you would have preferred to do it at 15, but now 16, you've had a whole year. But we're coming up on, we're 1 month into the year, that's 3 months away from your birthday. We want to be able to say that you started a business before you were 16. You want to say that you started a business when you were 16, because that's a brag. You can bring that up and be like, pathetic. You figured out what you want to do. Like, that arrogance in me is such a... it's like, and I feel like that's one of the main reasons why I'm pressing so hard, because I have this deep desire to appear intelligent to other people. Yeah, fun times. I'm gonna go script now. I'm gonna see. I know of the reading thing. I know I'm gonna have to set aside like a day, or not a day. I'm gonna have to set aside some time. I need to finish by the end of the month. I need the first book finished by the end of the month. That needs to be finished by the end of the month. It is the 24th, 25th now, 25th, 25th. 30th September, July, November. 31 days, 6 days. Nope, 5 days. Tomorrow's. I'm not doing it tonight. 5 days to finish that book. That's doable. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have a smart way to end this. I don't have some neat, tidy way to wrap this up. It's just, I am feeling it at the minute. Alright. The time is, Jesus, 31 minutes past 11 on Sunday, the 25th of January. Log end.